Hi, it's Kevin again. This is the second video in the series on OOP concepts and terminology for VB. And I want to just take a quick review of data types and also take a look at objects, so specifically business objects, creating business objects versus structures. You may be familiar with structures from C++. In terms of data types, there are two different types of data. There are value types and reference types, and this is actually review all the way back from Intro to Programming. Examples of the value types in VB are all the simple data structures such as integers, characters, decimal, and Boolean. Whereas reference types, data types that actually store a reference to the location in memory where the data is stored. You've worked with strings and arrays. Strings, of course, typically you could consider a string to be an array of characters. The objects are also reference types, structures that you may have used in C++. They're really pretty simple in their design. They could be used for a simple business object, really something that contains a small amount of data. The nice thing about structures over objects, structures will actually instantiate faster due to not having to gain the access to the data through a reference to a location in memory. There are some downsides though. Specifically, you can't overload a constructor for a structure, and we'll take a look at what constructors in VB look like. You also cannot inherit from a structure. So in terms of extensibility for multi-tier application design, structures aren't necessarily the best choice. I've included this link here to a page, the developer network page, that gives you a nice breakdown of value types versus reference types. And the nice thing when you take a look at this page as well, not only is it a nice review for value and reference type, which is also found in the book, but you've also got access here to structures, for instance. So taking a look at structures, and one of the cool links here on this page, we can take a look at declarations of structures. So how do you do it in VB versus C++? But there's this one here, structures and classes. So similarities and differences between structures and classes. And I encourage you to explore these pages in MSDN that has access through this PowerPoint. That's it for this video. The next one I'm going to be back, and we're going to actually take a look at some of the basic class and object concepts that we're going to be dealing with from a review perspective.